think we got to focus here on what has been happening with the supply of water up until the start of the pandemic, and then did it worsen because of the pandemic. My name is Dr. Robin Dakal. So in terms of the effect of the current pandemic onto the local governments is enormous.
The Hialeah plant serves portions of the city of Hialeah and Miami Springs. Typically, we have about 30 million gallons a day flow between the plants from Preston to Hialeah out to customers. All the filter controls are manual here. Most of the newer water plants, this is a whole automated system. The tank started leaning, so they got nervous that it was going to collapse, so they ended up removing it. We haven't had it replaced yet.
The only impact in terms of the production process is that there's reduced hours and reduced number of employees.
Very minor staffing issues, maybe a little slight increase in overtime to cover people that have had to quarantine. The fluoride content going out into the system is 0.7 parts per million, which is the ideal dosage. If you get higher dosages than that, it can continue to fight cavities, but it will also you start getting mottling and discoloration on your teeth. It's not a harmful dose. Much higher than that, maybe 2 parts or 4 parts per million or more, can be bad for your health.
The commercial use of water, the commercial use of electricity is down throughout the U.S. And so what that means is that these utility companies are not making as much money. Their profit margin has gone down a whole lot, and because of that, the local and the state governments are making less money in terms of their tax revenue.
Like every plant, it is designed with certain redundancy that allows you to take, tanks or equipment out of service for you to be able to do maintenance. Right now, this tank is out of service.
The general population probably just overlooks this, right? Because there's no appeal to looking into the public utilities and how things work there and the regulations and the issues behind it. But it is really important, right? Because even if you lost access to electricity for a couple hours or access to the drinking water for a couple hours, your life is just completely messed up.
When this all started, I didn't imagine that it would get so difficult. And it was heartbreaking because we had people that are very, very insecure, nervous, coming to work in the middle of a pandemic. At any given moment, we only have 2 to 3 people here. We try not to have any more than that. And also because of COVID-19. We did have some COVID positives in the labs. Immediately the person would be sent home per protocol. We would get the laboratory clean and disinfected as soon as possible that same day, and the person would be in quarantine for 14 days. The situation has pushed, I think, residents to drink more water.
The household consumption of water, the household consumption of electricity, those kind of things are generally down. There's less amount of money flowing into these state governments in terms of their revenue stream. More people are out of jobs, which means people are not spending as much money, which means there's less sales tax being collected, right? And so that is sort of hitting the local governments as well. Yes, you're trying to stop the spread of the virus, but at the same time, you're also slowing down your own revenue stream. But the sector in itself has taken a hit.
Operations never stopped, not in water operations, not in wastewater, and the laboratories were open continuously, and that helped us be prepared for this situation. But it was, I have to admit, it was pretty scary at the beginning. It was indeed.
If there's any sort of disruption in the utility, any sort of disruption in the water supply, the circulation of water into people's homes, then people were going to have to find other ways, other means to get water.
Subscribe to WMDC and stay informed. Whether it's breaking news or original documentaries, WMDC has you covered.